You know, when I say you get tomorrow's news today here on InfoWars and places like 1530 in Chicago, it's because I'm aware of their operations. When Soros, about 20 years ago, began promoting medical marijuana and marijuana decriminalization, I was for it, but not with Soros running it or the Democrats involved in now more than 20 states, because what they do is, in the forms, they get you to waive your rights and basically say that you are mentally deficient in at least 12 of those states. And a few months ago, people didn't believe me when I read the headlines out of the Ninth Circuit, the same court that says the American flag's banned in those states, that schools can say you can't wear it. It's a hate symbol. They said in Hawaii, if you have a medical marijuana card or you've ever gotten legal marijuana, you can't have guns, because the Ninth Circuit says you are mentally deficient. You have declared yourself incompetent. Just like they tried to have gun bills that said that if you were getting Social Security or you were getting Medicare or Medicaid, you couldn't own your gun. People didn't believe me. That's what they were arguing. Well, here it is. Out of KDKA2, Pennsylvania, this is happening in a bunch of states right now. And I say 12, 14, 15. I don't. It's so many. The articles are every day. It's happening in every medical marijuana state. They're taking people's kids because they smoke marijuana. I just say decriminalize it. Does it have some problems? Absolutely. Does it have some good things for medical stuff? Yeah. But you shouldn't be persecuting those that go to a doctor and get the medical reason. We'll get Matt Dubiel's take on this in a moment. But in case you think I'm joking, I warned people of this 20 years ago. So get tomorrow's news 20 years ago. And by the way, we're not just saying that. I give you examples now. We've got a clip, again, where we said a month ago Orrin Hatch was going to retire and Mitt Romney would run his place, because Stone talked to another senator that they had dinner with him. So, I mean, just you name it, that's why they hate us. That's our value to you and ourselves, and everybody is. We'll report the truth. Mainstream media could have all this stuff, but they do what they're told when they're told. We don't. Big difference. And we try to tell the truth. Doesn't mean we don't make mistakes, but we want to be the guys that tell the truth. We want to be. I'm very dog-like, as everybody knows. I'm very dutiful. I'm very loyal. But you turn on me, then I'm going to attack you. And that's the way Americans are supposed to be. But let's just get back to this. Will PA gun owners have to give up their firearms to get medical marijuana? Because they're now announcing you will have them taken if you already have it. But they didn't tell you that up front, did they? Here it is.
Pennsylvania state police officials are stirring up protest among Pennsylvania gun owners who are also potential medical marijuana patients.
It disturbs me greatly to see the Pennsylvania State Police put on their website references to federal law while ignoring the fact that it is legal under Pennsylvania law.
Patrick Nightingale is a gun owner, a criminal defense attorney, and a recent applicant for a medical marijuana card. What disturbs Nightingale is a state police statement on their website citing federal law, telling medical marijuana card holders, quote, "It is unlawful for you to keep possession of any firearms which you owned or had in your possession prior to obtaining a medical marijuana card. And you should consult an attorney about the best way to dispose of your firearms."
All right, let's stop there.
Not true.
Let's just stop right there. Let me show you the Ninth Circuit ruling or any article. Just type in medical marijuana users in Hawaii must turn in guns. That's a couple months ago. I was trying to tell the Joe Rogan audience that. They didn't even believe me, okay? Honolulu Police Department, medical marijuana users have 30 days to turn in their guns, police say. Ninth Circuit, the most liberal court, because I've seen it in the news saying Trump's doing it. And I'm not defending Trump. Sessions has announced marijuana forfeiture, ignoring state laws. It's horrible. It goes back on Trump's promises. It's terrible. It's one of the few things Trump's been breaking his promises on, like Afghanistan or vaccines. Matt Dubiel, what do you make of this idiot misstep by Trump, not being popular, not following his gut, and Sessions out of control? Meanwhile, the Democrats are literally 50 times worse, literally taking the kids and the guns of marijuana legal users, and the left doesn't even care. It's insane. I'll say Trump's wrong. I'll say the left's wrong. Why can't they just be honest?
What about Prozac? What about Prozac and the SSRIs and all of the other even thyroid medication that people are on? If you want to come take the guns, maybe you should take them. I'm not saying you should take them from anybody. But if
these
you're
are
going to take
mass
them from
murder
people,
suicide pills. I said on Piers Morgan, they say on the Prozac spectrum drugs, it will cause you to be a homicidal killer or commit suicide and megalomania.
what people need to realize is they don't have the wherewithal to go after the Second Amendment the way that you're supposed to, which is if you want to change it, amend the Constitution. That's how you change it. They can't do that. They know they can't do that. They know that will never happen. We won't let it happen. So instead, they go in these roundabout ways and have gun-free zones, and then they make these little rules where if you opt in for this thing that you want the weed? Okay, cool. You can have the weed, but you got to give us your gun. Don't do it. Keep the state out of your life. And
I remember Mark
Kornke
of the Michigan militia would always say, once they collapse the economy, they'll take your guns for food. I thought, yeah, that makes sense. That's happened in third world countries. Here it's, have your weed, just give us your guns. As if a marijuana smoker, they're known for getting fat, eating Hot Pockets, playing video games, and playing World of Warcraft. They're not known for committing crime or being violent.
Well, just wait until you have the universal payment where everybody's an employee of the state. The first thing they're going to make you do when that happens is you're going to have to turn in your guns and you're going to have to turn in your other
because you're, just like they said, if you're on Medicare or Medicaid, you are forfeit. You're a ward of the state. You're not a person because we pay for you. Exactly.
You're ours. Get in line. You're one of the minions. And if you want that, if you want to live in a world like that, there's other places where that's happening. Why don't you just go there? I don't understand why people want to try and implode the United States of America.
Did you see the number 2 in the Democratic Party put out an Antifa brochure and said, we need to do this, calling for violence? I mean, like, dude, go to North Korea, jerk.
Yeah, these places already exist. You can go there. It's like finding a crappy restaurant. If you want to make the restaurant serve crappy food, go to the one that's already crappy. Go to Venezuela, go to Cuba, go to these other failed regimes and failed countries and see for yourself.
By the way, used to be super rich, cool places.
They used to be beautiful.
Because there's this argument that brown people can't have money or build anything. Argentina, Venezuela, Cuba had bigger middle class than we had. It's all gone. It's all blown up. It's all destroyed, just like we're about to be.
Yeah, it's I would never, you people that want the medical marijuana and all that, you got to really look into it. I did this with concealed carry. You know, that you can get the concealed carry cards, and I've been leery and thinking about it for years because I thought, well, this seems like they are trying to get me to do this in exchange for something later. What will that price be later? What am I paying for? How am I giving something up? It's not always going to be I'm getting something out of it. They've got something.
When
up
a
their
known
sleeve every
Nazi
time.
collaborator that says he's proud of being a Nazi on 60 Minutes is pushing for you to get medical marijuana, I just said make it legal. Don't trust this guy. But of course we find out it's a way to get our guns. Good Lord. We'll be back with Matt Dubiel. I'm Alex Jones. Infowars.com. Stay with us.